Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Ones Tarot. My name's Carmen, and today we have a reading about a false love, something that was a bit of an illusion and caused somebody to, you know, um, start dreaming dreams and falling for somebody. But we have kind of like a silver lining in this cloud because even though this person has worn a mask and you had to remove it, and it was a little bit painful to discover they weren't who they said they are, this has also helped you move to that next level of ascension. So, this situation is actually helping you out, even if somebody was trying to, poo in your punch bowl by pretending to be this person. They've actually made you stronger. So, I don't know. I'm getting something about a little bit of jealousy here. Let me read the actual words on the cards for you guys. So under number 22 Enchanter, we have self-evaluation, awakening, purpose, independence, and confidence. It's like dealing with this person gets you to that situation where you're finally comfortable saying, I'm not going to get caught up in some relationship with a person that doesn't meet my requirements because I'm okay being by myself now. Like there's a level of confidence that you haven't seen before, a level of independence that comes directly from getting through this situation, right? So there's a metamorphosis here happening with that butterfly up there. Under ascension, we have transformation, end of cycle, beginnings, change, and metamorphosis. So butterflies could be an important symbol for you right now. You may see them more and more depending on what time of year it is where you live. Here, of course, it's spring, so we definitely have tons of butterflies around. All right, let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. And I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. We're going to also just dive in real quick on that, the title that I gave it. If you know music, if you maybe are a little bit older or you like older music, you know that's from Heart of Glass from Blondie, which of course is a song about getting your heart broken. Yeah, the specific area or like lyrics that I wanted to share: lost inside, adorable illusion, and I cannot hide. I'm the one you're using. Please don't push me aside. So this person was just kind of trying to get something through their association with you or through their relationship with you. So I think figuring that out, it really made somebody here, probably you, feel like they didn't look deeply enough or closely enough at this person in terms of, are you who you say you are? Yeah. So I don't know that this is necessarily a divorce for all of you. It could be for some of you, but there's definitely an ending here, and it's coming across as I wish you would have been honest with me about who you are. Alien, telepathic, dreams, songs. So I do feel like what I mentioned a couple minutes ago about your listening to your intuition, being a little bit more discerning with how you spend your energy. This is as a result of this situation, okay? But there is some kind of question mark here, or perhaps a conflict around money. Commitment, long-term relationship, obsession in the reverse, and synchronicities or signs. It's just another reference to somebody's intuition, right? We had the telepathy one already come out. It's like somebody got the ick. Somebody saw through the mask, even though it kind of looks to me like whoever I'm reading for here. Good morning there, Sag. Hope you're doing well. It's like giving me, I ignored the signs for a little bit. I've been there. I know what that's like. You worked hard for this milestone. You worked hard for this relationship. You worked hard to have that sense of stability. And then you had to come to accept that it wasn't necessarily what you thought it would be. So definitely pay close attention to your intuition. It has gotten stronger or more accurate or more obvious for you in some way. Because before we had just these little doodles in the sky with some light, kind of looks like the number 9, I don't know. And then now we have street signs. Okay. So we have something that is becoming clearer for you. You understand it better. It's not just some magical, oh, maybe these lyrics actually mean something for my life. No, it's like, hey, you, time to leave. Like in your face, flashing lights, the whole thing, right? All right, we're gonna use the energy oracle. See what else we have for you guys. Hello, Miss Christina. Happy Friday. What else do we have? Oh, I like that for you. Ooh, we have a number 34 again. So number 34 is important for you. We had that on 34 was on Ascension. But we also have door to personal healing and happiness, which is really nice. This is very much so aligned with the idea of ascension, right? Things are getting easier or more enjoyable for you because you have accepted a difficult truth. Then we have number 46, the thinking man. I wish you had the whole weekend off. The thinking man is somebody who is, and let's not get too caught up in gender, okay? This is going to be more of an energy vibe, not necessarily telling you anything about gender. We've got somebody here who is looking at a situation and appreciating it for what it has taught them, but accepting that it is behind them. All right, because what do we have? We have some dude who's inside checking out this stone, but the door that you need to go through as far as that personal healing and happiness is outside, right? So this person has to leave something behind. You got to go outside and enjoy some vitamin D. All right, let's go with the Tattoo Tarot. Ooh, and I just have to say a quick thank you, even though I haven't seen her yet, to Miss Tiana. She has donated the Hocus Pocus deck, and I'm really excited because for those of you that know me, I am definitely obsessed with Halloween, and Hocus Pocus is like one of those movies I could watch over and over again. I don't care. I love it. So thank you to Miss Tiana. I'm super excited. I think I'll have that early next week, so it'll be nice to add that to the collection. For those of you that would also like to donate a deck, there's a link below, but if that doesn't work, you can use my email. We'll figure it out. All right, so we have the World in the reverse, the Four of Pentacles, and the Four of Wands in the reverse. It's like somebody realized that by avoiding some kind of ending here, holding on to something that wasn't really quite right, that they were actually delaying the happy blessings that were due to them. So, look, sometimes we're not ready for an ending. We're not ready to say goodbye. We're not ready to accept that somebody wasn't who they said they were. But it is really helpful if you look at that as an opportunity to get into something that is going to make you happy, right? If you're upset, if you really don't like who you are, who you're with, what you're doing, where you live, if it's unhappy, there's a way out somehow. And I encourage you to, work with your family, work with your friends, figure it out. But this is one of those situations where somebody acknowledged this isn't really right, but didn't really take action to address that as quickly as they should have. It's like, I got intuitive messages. I knew that this needed to end, but then I just so much work. And then those messages got more pronounced, like, hey, did you hear me? I was trying to tell you how to make your life better. Hello, Miss Joanna. Happy Friday. Hello, Natasha. Welcome, welcome. So, yeah, not to call you out or anything, but you had to get to this point where you're like, okay, enough's enough. I have to actually change something here. This isn't going to work out for me. I know it's a lot of work, but fuck it. I got to do it. You know, they're just, it's like home ownership, right? There are certain things that are just not very fun, but you just accept that you have to do them, right? Like little repairs, replacing a roof, doing weeding. Um, yeah, there are times where I would like to do another reading for you guys, but because I've been outside removing weeds, I just don't look the part. These are realities we must accept, right? So we have the Ace of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. There's something here about a decision because I see a mallet on this financial support card, and it's saying, okay, I've got to do something. So you have made a decision, you have taken action, you have done something here to get the ball rolling. And even if there are delays or setbacks, you know what the end of this chapter looks like, right? You know what the next chapter is going to kind of look like, right? Not fully fleshed out, but you have an idea. For some of you, you're moving or you have moved recently, and this has been a really big step for you, or this is a really big step for you. So we have the King of Wands, and this is interesting. It's clarifying the obsession card in the reverse. Okay, so I don't like this energy. So while you were in this Four of Pentacles energy at some point, holding on to something that you knew wasn't quite right or wasn't what you wanted, you have let that go. You have accepted this is probably something I need to change. This is probably not the right situation for me. So I'm going to start something here, right? Like maybe you have filed for divorce. Maybe you have talked about divorce. Maybe you have told somebody they need to move out of your shared living space. Maybe you've told somebody you don't really want to get married. There's a conversation that happened here that made this person realize you have the ick or you're not really here for it anymore. You're not really invested, right? And it's almost like annoying to you that now this person is like, well, now I'll make those changes. Now I'll do the things you need me to do. I don't want to accept that it's over. I don't want to let you go. And you guys, I'm just going to go ahead and compare this to I've asked for a promotion. I've asked for a raise. I've asked you to show that you value me as an asset to your company, and you have consistently not done so. So I've gotten a new job. They're paying me, let's say they're giving me $20,000 raise, and then now you want to give me the stuff that I've been asking for? That doesn't show that you value me. That just shows that you're terrified of losing me. I don't know if that's the same thing. This person is a case in too little, too late. Where were you when I was trying to work on this? Where were you when I presented a resolution or offered to join you at therapy? This is not enough and it's too late. For those of you that like The Simpsons, I'm hearing Homer's dad, what the fuck is his name? I can't think of it. He's saying, too late. We have the Page of Pentacles and the Five of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I was just saying, right? Like you say something's over. You move beyond this fear of change. And then as soon as somebody senses like you're actually serious, then they're like, oh, well, here, what if I offer you this? See that pentacle in the middle? Like, why did I have to tell you that I'm super depressed for you to actually see that there's an issue? Why did you take too much time? There's not a lot of Page of Pentacles that have a clock on it. This is talking about somebody taking too much time to address something. Now I'm no longer sad about it. Now I'm not sitting here trying to figure out what to do about it because I realized you didn't take me seriously, because I realized your love wasn't enough for you to actually do something about my being unhappy. So now I'm not looking backwards. I'm not looking for a resolution. Now I'm looking for independence, right? Hello there, Redbeard. How are you doing? Wait, whose birthday? Whose birthday is it? I don't know who it is. I missed it, but happy birthday. Oh, Redbeard, I see it now. Congratulations. That sounds delightful. Yeah, what a great day of the week to have your birthday, by the way. You get like the whole weekend now, right? A Cinco de party. Good stuff. I like it. Have one for me. All right. Let's see. What else do we have, please? Ace of Swords in the reverse. 10 of Wands. I'm just going to tell you guys what I think you already know. This person is telling you lies in hopes that you will believe they will put forth the effort you deserve. They might put forth 10% or even 25% of the effort that they've told you they're willing to put in if you don't leave. But I think you know just as well as I do, they don't have any intention of changing to the degree that they need to. They don't have any intention of doing right by you the way you would define it, right? They're going to do, this is like the, I'm going to pay you minimum wage part of love, right? Like, what's the minimum that I have to do without you leaving? What kind of bullshit is that? I'm sorry, you call that love? Because if I'm in love, I'm going to be absolutely shooting for the gold star standard, okay? Like, I want to be making you laugh. I want to be making you happy, okay? This is not a like you're a dollar store human, so I'm going to only put in a dollar store level of effort. Like, fuck you. Nah, ain't enough. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Not my thing. Yeah, Empress in the reverse. Because this person doesn't know how to love the way that you do. This person doesn't know how to put in the effort that you do. Why should you put in 80% of this relationship and they only have to put in 20%? That's bullshit. That just sounds like having a child, not like a partner. Sun in the reverse, Tower in the reverse. Yeah, they are sad. Maybe this sad crushed card is really about your partner. Maybe you've already had time to process this. Like, yeah, no, it sucks. I really would have rather found a way to make this work, but you didn't. You didn't. You lost out on that. So don't sit there and cry to me now and expect me to feel guilty when I've been trying this whole time. Like, get the fuck out of here with that. Hello, Josiah. I love that name. Welcome. Am I saying it right? Yeah, okay. Hello, Kevin. Welcome. Happy Friday. So yeah, this person, this Tower in the reverse card is like, I was not wanting to lose that, but I didn't actually try. Now I'm going to look like I'm really depressed and hope that that keeps you around. And let me just add, you guys, because this has happened to me before. We have to take very seriously whenever somebody is talking about taking their own life. But if somebody is talking about taking their own life as a way to manipulate you into staying in a relationship, makes me really mad. It makes me really mad. That is not cool. And here's what I would do, to be quite frank. Communicate that like threat against themselves that they have made to whomever also cares about this person. Do they have parents? Do they have siblings? They have an ex? Whatever it is. There's somebody else out there that you can tell and say, look, this is what has been told to me, but this is not the tool to keep me in a relationship. Okay. I am not going to sacrifice my happiness because somebody else is saying that's what they're going to do. I really have no respect for this kind of thing, but if that's what's happening, we can find ways to still allow for your pathway to happiness and address this, right? This doesn't have to be the end of your happiness because somebody thinks they can threaten harm against themselves, right? I don't know if anybody happens to have it handy in the chat right now, but if you have the 1-800 number for anybody who's thinking about hurting themselves, that would be really awesome. Just in case we have any of that, I do want to make it clear we want to support people in finding a way to get past that thought, right? But we do not stand for people using that as a way to keep somebody in a relationship. That is not cool, my man, not cool. All right, let's do a little bit more oracle. We're gonna go with the Lenormand. This is the fairy Lenormand. Number 25, the ring. And number 10, the scythe. I mean, you guys know what a scythe is for, right? Yeah, this just kind of looks to me like somebody felt like they could use love to keep you stuck. And you had to, at a certain point, say, is this really love? Is this really love when I just feel like you're using me? Like, look at the lyrics for Blondie's Heart of Glass. I was so blind, right? I didn't see what you were really doing because I wanted this to be happy. I wanted this long-term relationship. But now I don't see you the way that I used to because I've seen who you really are. I've seen how you're willing to treat me when you say you love me. Like, look, it's really nice to hear somebody say that they love you. They're very sweet words, right? Endearing words. But words are only words, okay? You better back that shit up, right? If you claim to love me, you better show it, or I'm not going to believe it very long. Like, I'm pretty sure I've set some records for how quickly I could just dip. Because you might be able to fake energy for a couple of weeks, but you can't fake that shit for years, you know? Hello there, Apollo. Welcome. Happy Friday. Oh, Lordy, we got this world in the reverse again, along with the 3 of Pentacles in the reverse, or 3 of Rings in this deck. You're probably dealing with a little bit of guilt. And I don't necessarily feel like this is just because you have a kind heart. I feel like there's somebody here who's trying to pressure you. There could be a sense that because you have children together, if you do, that you should try to stick it out. There's all sorts of things being tossed your way, and it might not be specifically, hey, thank you. It might not be specifically from your partner that you're trying to walk away from, right? This looks to me like in-laws or siblings, like, well, are you sure you can't make it work? And look, I get it. We want to be able to have that kind of commitment where you are doing what you can to keep that relationship going, right? It's in everyone's best interest if we can put in the old college try and do what we can to make it work, right? You don't want to have regrets later in life because you didn't do everything that you could. But we also have to know when to call it, right? Ooh, a crush on Blondie? I don't fault you there, man. She was hot. Supposedly the first rap that was on MTV, which is kind of amusing. Oh, I don't know if that's true. I don't know, maybe. It's gotta be, but still, it's kind of weird. Like, it wasn't Run DMC? Really? All right. So we have the Sun, Death in Reverse, and Knight of Swords. We already have the Sun in the reverse right here. We definitely have some depression here, okay? And if this is from you, I wish you lots of healing, a big old hug, and many blessings. There's better days ahead, okay? We have to go through this process sometimes where we shed a skin and we have to leave things in the past, and it's not necessarily comfortable, right? feels vulnerable, it feels lonely at times, but it's important because you are going through this metamorphosis. This is you becoming your strongest version of you yet, right? So it's going to be a little bit painful. That's a good one too. I saw Papa Roach live actually. Apollo has commented "Tear My Heart Open" by Papa Roach. I think there's like a day delay or something in terms of people being able to see what's in the live chat after it is completed. So, yeah. Anyways, we've got somebody here who is acknowledging that it might take a little bit of difficulty here, a little bit of pain, but that it's not going to. Sorry, you guys, I totally have a cat hair in my eye. It's not going to be the end of everything, right? Look, a relationship ending, it's not the end of your life, right? There's more beyond that. I also would point out this Knight of Swords is fast-moving energy. Looks a little similar to this Scythe as well. So I'm just going to let you guys know that sometimes it's wise to use the Band-Aid approach, rip it off quick, as opposed to trying to drag it out, right? If you have made up your mind, don't wear a mask yourself and say that there's still an opportunity to salvage this. If there isn't an opportunity to salvage it, then that's the truth of the matter, right? I think it's best to take the honest but compassionate route whenever possible. Three of Swords, Eight of Swords in the reverse. At some point, there was a change where you viewed this uncomfortable, painful, or heartache situation as something that was just a part of your reality, as something that was what many people go through. It's coming across to me as, well, yeah, a lot of people settle, right? But you don't see it the same way anymore. You see it for what it is. You're not wearing those rose-colored glasses anymore. You're willing to be honest that this is just not up to par, not up to your standards, that you deserve better. Four of Wands, this time in the upright. This is talking about ascension because we already had that ascension card come out, right? The acceptance that you have like mastered is bringing you to that next level, okay? You can look at a love situation and appreciate it for the value that it brought to your life, appreciate for how it shaped or formed you, but it doesn't have to be who you are. There's an appreciation here that you can build a new foundation. You can build a new life. Ace of Swords in the reverse. We have that twice here. Ace of Swords in the reverse is generally lies, dishonesty. I feel like it's a little bit deeper than that. We'll see. So the further you get away from this situation, you know, whether or not you've actually moved, or maybe you're just staying on someone's couch or in their guest bedroom for a little bit, there's distance though, right? Whether that's emotional or physical, whatever it is, you're seeing the situation with clarity, and you didn't before because you were in the thick of it, right? And now that you see that, you acknowledge you were just overwhelmed. Like it was too much. This was not something that anyone would really want to deal with over a long term period, right? Because it feels inauthentic, it feels lonely. And you decided, I'm ready for healing and I'm ready for a happier life because this isn't it right here. This is not it. Queen of Wands, look at you go. So we have King of Wands, Queen of Wands, and the Hanged Man. So you may have gotten through a decent amount of work. to address this situation, right? Like I said, some of you may have moved, some of you may have filed for paperwork, some of you may have found a new lease, whatever it is. Like there's things you've done, right? But there's more. But wait, there's more. And it's like you've battled a tornado and made it to the eye of the storm and you're like, "Oh, okay, I need a little bit of a breather. I just need to like take a moment, right?" Like don't take too long of a breath here. It's fine to, you know, take a beat, but there is something here that you are meant to collide with. There is something here that is your destiny. I don't want you to get too comfortable in a temporary spot, right? I don't want you to um, take a nap where you're just meant to take a moment. Okay. So, what is it that you are meant to encounter? That's what I want to know. This is the Golden Art Nouveau. What is it that our main character here needs to encounter? Wow, Ten of Wands in the reverse. We just had the Ten of Wands in the reverse right here. This is saying you have like a better resting point ahead. It's like it's like when you really want to have, like, let's say you're on a road trip, you really want to have a bit of a pit stop so you can go to the bathroom, get some gas, and, like, I don't know, buy some Cheetos, right? You want all three of those things at once. And you're waiting for the right combination of these things. Like maybe you drive past one and you could get gas, but it doesn't have the food you want. You know, like maybe you're really holding out for like actually getting some Arby's or some shit, right? This is like saying, don't stop without getting all of the things that you want just because it's convenient, because it's going to be like that next mile where what you want is right there, right? So, like, yes, you might feel like carrying all the groceries in one trip is really heavy. It might not be worth it, but like you're almost there and you can do it. You know what I mean? It's like you have more strength than you think you do. You have the ability to get to that next stop. So, yes, Miss Christina was um, told by the universe in a very profound way, get the hell out. I'm glad you had a good opportunity though after that in terms of where you could go. This is what was supposed to happen. There was supposed to be a new beginning here for you, right? But it does feel pretty stressful. Queen of Wands in the reverse. Are you like straight up opposites with your person? Like, I know they say opposites attract, but we have something here about you being the Queen of Wands and this person being the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Underneath the Ace of Swords in the reverse. So I got to tell you, you have this natural beacon that goes out to the universe saying, bless me, I'm really awesome, I'm really cool, I'm a good parent, I'm a good friend, I'm a good daughter, I'm a great son. Whatever it is, you have this like magic about you. And then this person that you were with threw this tarp over you. Like, nothing to see here. This is my shiny light. I don't want anybody else to play with this shiny light. Nobody else gets guided through the darkness from this shiny light. It's my light. Okay. That's not going to last forever, though. This person doesn't have what you have. This person doesn't have the ability to create, doesn't have the ability to make money. They're probably lazy or not very invested in pursuing their own dreams. So they really just kind of wanted you to do all of that. And then they could just sit there and, like, I don't know. It's so cliche to be like, and play video games. Cause, like, I don't know. What's wrong with playing video games? Everyone's got something that maybe they do a little bit too much of, right? But we've got something here about this person being like, you got this, right? Like you can just do all of the life stuff that I don't feel like doing. Cool. See, that's the thing is when you're magic, it's like a light for moths, right? People get drawn to you. You have to use your discernment to not get caught up with people that want to use you, people that are stagnant, the hanged man. This is somebody who doesn't get their shit together. They wait for you to get their shit together for them, right? I don't know how to make food for myself. Can you make me a lunch? Bitch, who doesn't know how to put peanut butter and jelly on 2 pieces of bread? You want to make it exciting? Throw in some potato chips. You know how to do this? Hello, Miss Tiana. I said thank you to you at the beginning of this reading, so I don't want you to miss that. But thank you again. I told everyone I'm pretty sure I'm going to have those cards by like Monday or Tuesday. I think I told you that too. But yeah, pretty excited. All right, so we've got somebody who's like, okay, so you're really leaving then? You're just going to like leave me behind? You don't love me anymore? I mean, we've had this conversation a million times. I've asked you to do things and you decided not to do them. So then generally that means the end result is you lose me. Like this was the price of riding this ride. You didn't pay it, so I'm kicking you off. It's kind of how it goes. Hello, Carolyn. How are you doing? Happy Friday. Have I missed anybody? I don't think so. Good point, Miss Joanna. All right. We're going to get the Kipper because the Kipper can be a little bit brutal. But you know, you come here for the truth, right? Not just because I make fabulous jokes, like the best jokes you've ever heard. We have pathway. Yeah. Interesting, because we are talking about a brand new path for you, right? Door to personal healing and happiness. And here we have pathway with coffin. Something had to end in order for you to move in the right direction. It's not always pretty, you guys. It's not always comfortable. But when you accept it, you'll start to notice there's a pattern. You are essentially a lock on a door, okay? And if people's keys going in don't fit, they don't fit, okay? If you allow people in your energy, if you allow people to hang out in your life and they are holding you back, they are these using type of energies, the people that cause stagnation, unhappiness, a sense of loneliness, and get you off of your path, it is your responsibility to acknowledge that and use the scythe to cut them out. You know, like it ain't easy, all right? Like at this point, I'm just kind of considering whether or not I should print out business cards that say, sorry, it's not working. It's not me, it's you. I just hand them out when the occasion calls for it. Obviously, I am joking. Obviously, that's not a good approach, but it's fun to think about. You guys, if you want to have your best life ever, part of that best life is accepting that the universe blesses you when they know you have a clean environment. That doesn't mean you have to clean the toilets, although I encourage you to do so. That means if you have shitty people in your life, you got to get rid of them because they are there to take from you. And the universe doesn't bless you if they think you're just going to have all of your blessings taken by somebody who doesn't deserve it. So get good at saying goodbye, which maybe sounds a little bit pessimistic, but it makes room for the people in your life that are true blue, right? People who are actually there to be supportive, right? I've had to say goodbye to a number of people, okay? It's not always fun. It's never fun, really. But you know what? It's made way for this channel. I have great friends in Miss Joanna and Miss Christina. That's why every time I say hello to them, you'll notice that I smile a little extra big, right? Because you get to a point where you realize there's a soul tribe out there for me. There are people there waiting for me because they understand what's going on, because they are actually that same level of compassionate, right? They're not there to use me. And that's what you're going to find as you get a little bit more talented with being selective, being the bouncer to your own party, right? Sorry, you're wearing just like all the wrong shoes, okay? It's not going to fit in with the theme here. The theme is authenticity, and you have none of it. Yes, exactly. Access denied. Hello, Paul. Have I said hello yet? I don't know. Did I say hello to Nancy? Happy Friday. Sometimes I really get into this, it's a little hard to jump up. I would compare it to like, okay, so I speak Spanish for those of you that don't know, and I really enjoy other languages. When I'm, listening to Spanish music, or I've been, say, reading something in Spanish or just having a Spanish conversation, it's hard sometimes to like switch back to English. That's what it is here. Like, this is a different language. I get invested in it, and then I'm like, oh, yes, now I need to speak English again. Yes, yes, good stuff. All right, so we have family room and bad health in the reverse. I love to see that card in the reverse. So here's the deal, you guys. Yes, there has been some difficulty. There has been some sadness. There have probably been some arguments, but it's moving in the right direction, right? We go from despair to let's deal with the family situation here, or the living situation, to less stress is really the vibe I'm getting, right? But we did have change in the reverse. So I'm going to ask you guys, is there something that still needs to happen in terms of you having your own space? It's not easy, right? I've lived with exes before, until we could figure it out. But like, I guess I'm just saying, where your end goal or that outcome, what it looks like, right? And if you're not quite there yet, ask yourself, are you kind of delaying things, or are you working towards that new setup or that new situation? Because what I'm seeing here is when you get into that new situation, when you leave that living situation, that's when new things start happening for you. That's when blessings start coming in for you. And for some of you, this is like, I have that new place, but I need this person to stay away from it. Like a little bit of you time is what I see. All right, tell me about the thinking man, please. This is the everyday witch. They're so cute, you guys. I like this one more than I thought I would. To be honest, I thought I'd like the steampunk one better. But you never know. Sometimes you jive better with one you didn't expect to. All right, so 5 of Wands. Look at how cute they are. Their little witch hats. Oh. But you know what? That's really all they have to offer is the cute witch hats, because the 5 of Wands, especially clarifying the thinking man, this is like, how can I create issues for you when you're trying to leave me? So I don't really care for that. This is like somebody who's saying, I don't want you to end this, so I'm going to try to find ways to make it difficult for you. But with the 5 of Swords in the reverse, this person's going to find that they can't really do much to stop you. Their efforts or their tactics aren't very effective, because you're a force, right? Tell me about the Ace of Swords in the reverse, please. 4 of Pentacles. There's something this person isn't telling you, which is probably pretty much all the time. But like, there is something here that they worry if you find out about. It's like the nail in the coffin. It is the absolute end. I don't know if there's like infidelity or money stolen or some sort of abuse. I don't know, but there's something here. They're really hoping you don't find out. We have the 4 of Cups in the reverse. This could be a hobby or like an emotional affair, a physical affair. This is something about, this happened outside of the home. This is some sort of going outside of the boundaries when you know you shouldn't. Tell me about the Empress in the reverse, please. For some of you, this is more so the fact that the person you're trying to leave has tried to, and perhaps successfully so, employ someone from your own family to try to guilt you into staying, right? Like, oh, you should just, yeah, I don't know, maybe go to therapy, try to work this out. When it's like, no, I'm actually an adult. I can make these decisions for myself. I don't know if you've seen that, but like, that's how it is. Hello, Judo. How are you doing? Ooh, Lordy. Yeah, that's a no-go for me. I see why you would want out there, Mr. Juno. I don't know if I know your gender actually. 7 of Cups in the reverse. Um, this person tried real hard to keep you under some illusion, and they're frustrated because they feel like it worked for a while. They feel like there was enough love for you to kind of ignore some of the difficulties here. Wheel of Fortune. They're not pleased that it's changed. It's like, why? What's different? Why don't you listen to me anymore? Why don't you believe me anymore? They feel like they've lost control in this situation. They feel like they used to be able to kind of like, I don't know, tell you what to think. I don't even know if I want to say that because that's so lame. But they felt like they could kind of control your perception here. Tell me about the ring, please. Judgment. They even have little music notes. I don't know if you guys can see that. The music notes make me feel like it's like confirmation for that song, the Blondie song, Heart of Glass, to be pretty appropriate here. But there is change. Queen of Cups in the reverse. You see now that somebody was using their words to emotionally manipulate you, exaggerating, lying, or omitting, gaslighting. You deserve better than that. You deserve somebody who's honest, right? Oh, that's so cool, Judo. What kind of music? You have the 3 of Wands. There's action here you're being asked to take. It may be the last thing you have to do in this situation. I don't know. This 9 of Wands card makes me feel like you've done quite a lot that you needed again, and you've like maybe taken a break, but you need to just like one final push to like finish this situation. Page of Wands in the reverse. For some of you, there's something you need to communicate here. It may be written. It may be a form you have to fill out. You may need to get a signature. Queen of Pentacles. For some of you, there's a concern with money. You may want to find a way to get in writing that this person doesn't get any support from you. Because I do feel like they would take advantage of it. This person is trying to figure out a way to make you more financially responsible for their life after the relationship. So do what you need to do to protect yourself from this. Like, I'll give you back your car if you sign this. Like, I'm not telling you to be a dick about it, but like, you might need to get this person to sign a document that says they're not going to be pursuing alimony or what's that other word? I don't know, spousal support of any kind. You might need to get that signed because this could be something where they agree to not pursue it. And then 6 months down the line, they decide it'd be really great if you could just like pay for their life. And then they find some way to make that happen. So just cover your ass, okay? It might be a really nice ass, but you're going to have to cover it. Ace of Wands in the reverse, 9 of Cups. Yeah. You gotta close the door on something here financial that they think maybe for some of you, this is changing who has access to your accounts because they might take money, okay? For some of you, it's just like you're protecting those sand castles from the waves that are coming in. But let's just remember, sometimes people really suck, right? This person might do something you don't expect them to. So cross all the T's, dot all the I's. For some of you, this is like, I have to remove them off my 401k or I have to remove them off my life insurance. Yes, life insurance. And then maybe tell them they're not on the life insurance anymore. We have Six of Swords. Things are getting better, but you might have to be a little bit silent or a little bit sneaky about what you're doing, right? To protect yourself. But please do what you can to protect yourself, especially the money. It looks like they want your money. You have Two of Cups and the King of Wands in the reverse. This person's also going to try to make it difficult for others to pursue you. So you may have to have some kind of rule or some kind of block in place because, like, for example, if you're trying to go on dating apps, they may try to find a way to mess with you by creating multiple apps and catfishing you. Be cognizant, use your intuition. You know when something's off. Like, you guys, I'll be straight up with you. There's somebody who has catfished me in the last couple of years. And like literally the first message, I was like, your energy's familiar. Just the way you talked to me, as if it wasn't the first time we encountered each other, was a tip off, right? So use your intuition, figure it out on your own. You can. I know you can. Yes, exactly. Christina, I love it. Yes, I totally appreciate that, Judo. Hi, Sean. How's it going? Yes, gotta cover your ass. All right, Eight of Swords in the reverse. So this person at some point may have the audacity to say, you've changed. Wow, you're not like the Christina I once knew. You're not like the Judo I once knew. Yeah, that's right. I changed because of you, because you took advantage of me when I was in love with you. You took advantage of me when I was doing my best to take care of you. Damn right I changed. You are the reason I changed. You gotta like take care of the people who take care of you. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. Right? We're all capable of change. We're all capable of changing our life. And some people hope and pray and assume that you won't have the balls to do so when they take advantage of you. Au contraire, my friend. I think it's au contraire, mon frère. Yeah, I'll work on that, you guys. All right, let's get a couple from the Zodiac fortune telling cards, and then we're going to call it a day because we're almost at an hour. Yep, that's right. Changes are beautiful. Metamorphosis. It's a butterfly up in here. All right, what else do we have, please? We have, you have talent. Take advantage. Don't let this person and this heartbreak ruin opportunities for you that are meant to help you, right? Love me some Tupac. He was wise. Definitely wise. I knew you were a reptile. Success for you if you carry through. Number one, I love that it rhymes. Maybe you're a poet, you just didn't know it. There's something here that you were meant to do, and this person not being in your face all the time allows you to do that thing. You might have an art project you're meant to invest your time in. Maybe you're supposed to move and work at a different company. There's something here that you are meant to do, and this person can't come with you. Be careful of your health. Now, for some of you, this is drink more water, exercise more often, be more consistent with that thing you told yourself you were going to do. I don't know, like if you're standing there waiting for your food to finish cooking, like do a jig for 5 minutes, you know, like work out that core. I don't know. There's something here you got to do Maybe you need to go to the doctor. Maybe you've been avoiding the dentist like I have, because, like, man, the dentist sucks, but we got to do it, right? There's something here that may already be kind of bothering you that you need to address. Be careful and avoid a loss. This was the energy I was picking up earlier when I said, please, please, please check your finances. Make sure this person is no longer able to access things they shouldn't be able to access. Make sure they are not the beneficiaries on insurance policies, things like that. They don't get anything unless you authorize it in real time and write it down, whatever it is. No, none of that. They don't get your money. That's yours. If you need to get them to sign something, get them to sign something. But don't allow them to take everything they want, okay? That's just not how this works. You got to have boundaries, right? I would send you a major hug if I could through the screen. They'll figure it out soon, I'm sure. Yes, if nothing else, go for a walk, like Miss Joanna says, right? Yes, and health can also be mental health. We could also be talking about some self-care, right? Maybe you just need to take a mental health day and not do anything for anyone but yourself, right? Just watch some Hocus Pocus, eat some popcorn, maybe some bacon, maybe some oatmeal cream pies. But take good care of you, okay? All right, you guys, I love you all. I hope you have a wonderful day. Happy weekend, happy Friday, and I will see you on the next reading.